Hey John, I guess first thing to take out of that game, bit of a tough finish there. What are your immediate reflections?
Proud of the boys. It was a quick turnaround from Saturday, so we made a few changes, and a lot of these players haven't played a lot of football so this season, and it was very humid here. Nick, if you were here, you would have realised it was tough. It was a tough night for the boys physically, but they worked well, they worked hard, and there's a lot of heads that are down in there, but I'm proud of them, and we were. We felt that we were going to win the game, but in football, the things can turn very quickly, and these things happen. So, but still proud of them.
I mean, the young kids, Nick Milanovic, first game, first goal, Christian Theoharis as well, all very impressive. I guess, how'd you see their performances today?
Yeah, no, they were impressive, and they were good, and they deserved their opportunities because they've been training well. And we know throughout this period we need to rotate players, and we need to use our squad, and everyone's important. And our young players are important. They're still learning the game. They're still working. They're still trying to improve. I thought they were good. I thought Dylan Wenzel-Halls, who hasn't started for a couple of games, he did really well. Unlucky not to get on the score sheet. And then the players that came in made a good impact. So all in all, I was happy with the younger boys and also the experienced boys.
And Alessandro tonight, was he just being rested, or was there any sort of niggle? Or
Yeah, no, he's just being rested. He was being rested. He's fine. So again, we're going to have to rotate our squad. It's important, and we didn't have a pre-season with a lot of games, and then all of a sudden we're out 4 weeks with COVID, and then a couple of weeks later you need to back up 3 days after a game. It's important that we use the fresher players and the ones that, especially in these conditions, that will be able to run and physically match it with the opposition.
And just how do you prepare a side for this period, John? I mean, 3 games in a week, it's not easy for anyone. You're on the road against Western Sydney on Saturday. I guess, what's the plan from here?
It's not easy, but that's why we have our squad, is to use them and make sure that we recover well from here. We'll stay here overnight, and then tomorrow we'll travel to another hotel, try and recover, make sure that the players are recovering, not only going into the beach and doing their recovery sessions, but also food-wise. Hydration, they're important, and then also starting to prepare for the next game, which is the Wanderers, and come Saturday night we'll be ready for that one.
And last one from me, any injuries, anything out of the game, any knocks to keep an eye on?
Nah, everyone's fine. There are just a lot of tired legs in there, a few cramps, but other than that, everyone good.
All good. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Nick. No one else?
Yeah, I'll go. Hi, John. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Tom.
So obviously Macarthur just coming back from a long break, haven't played since Boxing Day. So how are they to play against? Could you tell, I guess, or how do you think they're set up?
No, that they set up the way that we felt they were going to set up, because we analysed their games earlier on in the season, and we know that the way that they like to play their football, they've got very good players, a lot of quality. We knew that a couple of players were coming in, and so it was going to be a hard game and a difficult test for us. And so, even though they haven't played for a while, I know Ante Milicic really well, and he would have worked them and would have made sure that they were up to a level of fitness. And they would have had their internal games or friendly games that they could have played. So we knew they were going to be ready for this one. So it was always going to be a tough test for us. And I thought it was a pretty entertaining game with a few chances both ends.
Yeah, so you were in that same position recently as well, coming back after a long break. How tough was it in your experience to get that return game right?
Look, it's always difficult, because you try and focus mainly on your team and what you have to do, and then the opposition have their difficulties. With us, we had 3-day turnaround. With them, they hadn't played for a period, so you just have to make sure you focus on what you're trying to do and get your players up and ready for the game. But games now will come thick and fast for both sides, so I'm sure that Ante will rotate probably just like we did, for their next games.